Hello students, so let's continue with the revision of the unit 2 database query using SQL. Today we will discuss the length function. So what's the use of the length functions? All of you are aware that it returns the length of the given string that we passed as an argument to the length function. So students, here we can see the example. Select length, then in bracket we have to pass the string, okay, then it will send us, or it will return the output. Just like here we have set the string text, so it is of length 4 characters, so it will return us 4. Okay, so now left function, was the use of the left function, students? So it returns the leftmost length character from the string, or null if any argument is null. Okay, so students, here in example we can see that select left toolbar comma 4. So toolbar is the string and 4 is the number of the character that we have to count from the left side, because the function name is the left, so it returns the leftmost length characters. Okay, so 4, we have to count the 4 character from the left side, so TOOL, so the tool will be the output. Okay, so 4 leftmost character of toolbar is the tool. Okay, so it will return the tool as an output. Now we will discuss the right function. So in the same manner, just like left function returns the leftmost line character, in the same manner right function returns the rightmost line characters. Okay, so here length is given and we have to count it according to the function whatever we are using. If we are using the left, then we have to start counting from the left side, and the length is given to us how many character we have to count. And in the same manner, if we are using the right function, then we have to start counting from the right side of the string, and the length is given. So here toolbar and 3, and we are using the which function? Right function, so we have to count the 3 length from the right side. So RAB, so BAR, output will be the bar. So this is the use of the length function. Length function is used to count the length of the given string. Left is used to count the it is used to extract the leftmost line characters. Okay, and right is used to return the rightmost characters from the according to the given length, whatever is mentioned in the syntax. Okay, and now is the next text function is the instar in a string. So it perform operation over string values. Instar, now here what we have to do? So what's the use of this function, student? Just like substring, it will return the substring from the given length or from the given position. In the same manner, instar means in a string, it will return the position of the first occurrence of substring, substar in string. Okay, so here we can clarify that in the example. Select instar 2 bar bar bar, 2 bar bar comma bar. So here we have to tell the index number of the bar. Okay, we have to tell the index number of the bar. So starting occurring of that, so is the bar bar. It's the first occurrence of the character B is the 4, 1 2 3 4, so it will return 4 as an output to us. Okay, now here in the next example we can see select instar x bar comma y bar. So in x bar string we have to find the y bar position, so there is no y is present in the string, so we can't there is no index number, so here we have to express the output as a 0. Okay, so student, this is the use of the instar. It returns the position of the first occurrence of substar in string. Okay, in string, what is the position of the given substring of the index number of the given substring? Okay, now after that we have to describe text function. After that we will discuss the next step functions, that is the ltrim. So ltrim is used to return the string with leading space characters removed. So we can say, students, that ltrim function is used to remove the leading space characters. Okay, so here we can see in the example, select ltrim, and here is some little bit left side space you can see here before toolbar. And now, students, by using ltrim function we can remove this function. Okay, we can remove this space. So now output will be toolbar. So this space between inverted comma and T, the space that's known as the left side space, so that is trimmed by the ltrim function, students. So we can see that here this space is removed by using the ltrim function. In the same manner, if you want to remove the trailing space between from the right side, then rtrim function we have to use. So we have to pass any string and we have to apply the ltrim or rtrim function, and according to the function the trailing leading space is removed by using that function. Just like select rtrim toolbar, and here we can see the some space is present here. So by using rtrim we can remove such a space. Now the trim, both leading trailing. So by using the trim function, both leading and trailing space can be removed from both sides. We can remove the space. So here is an example, select trim toolbar, and here is the space between both sides in left and right, and when we will find that output of that, then we will find that space is removed from both sides. Now after that, select trim leading x from the given string is the triple x to l triple x. So it is removed. So what we have to remove from here, leading x हमको leading x is removed from here. So leading x, so the after removing the leading x, the output will be t double o l triple x. Okay, select trim both x from, so from both sides we have to trim the x from the left and right both, so the answer will be only tool. Okay, now after that, select trim trailing xyz from tool xxx. So now to trailing is xyz we have to remove, so now the output only will be the tool. So this is the description of the ltrim, rtrim and trim functions. By using the ltrim, rtrim and trim, we can remove the leading, trailing or both space. Okay, so now after that, students, we have to discuss the date function. So first of all, we want to tell that the date function is performed over date values, and very first we will use the now function of the date function. So now function, what's the use of the now function, students? It returns the current date and time in the format YYYYMMDD, then with the time HHMMSS. So here YYY stands for the year, MM stands for the month, and DD stands for the date, HH stands for hours, MM stands for month. And so here we can see by example, select now function. So what output will come from the with the use of the now function? So it will return the current date and time with proper format. So first of all, we can see here in the output the year 2020, then 4th month, then 5 a date, and 23 50 26, this is a time. So this represent 23 represent the hours, 50 represents the minutes, and 26 represents the seconds. Now the next function is a date. So it extracts the date part of the date or date time expression. So select date. So if we given an expression in which the date and time are existing, and now only I want to extract the date from that, so which function we have to use? Select date. Then in this manner, from this output or from this expression, only date can be extracted by using the date function. Now after that, if we will apply the next date function, that is the month, so in this function what we have to pass, so students, as an input parameter we have to pass the full date with the YYMMDD if any date is present here, and I want to extract only the month from that date, then month function we have to use for that. Just like we can see in the example, select month 2008 then 0203, so the output will be 2 because the in place of 2 stands here. Okay, now month name, so it returns the full name of the month for date. So students, select month name 2008-23, so second month name will be the February, that is returned to us. Okay, so now after that, if we will apply the year date, so it performs all of you know the date function perform operation over the date values and year dates. When we pass any date to the year function, then what will be the output? So it will return the date to us. Okay, so here year from that date, so we can see here the 1987 is represent to year, so it will return to us date, so returns the day of the month for date. So what's the use of the day function, students? If we pass any date to the day function, then day of the month, it will return the month. Okay, so day of the month means the second 2007 to 3, so day means the third, that indicates to the date. Okay, because it represents YYMMDD, so it will extract the day of month, or we can say the day from the whole date, from the complete date. Day name, it returns the name of the weekday in place of the date. Okay, so if we will write this date and use the day name function, select day name, then what will be written? It will return as the day name. So the day is 03, we can say the date is 03, so what day will be on the 2nd Feb 3rd Feb on 2007, so that will be the Saturday, so it will return the day name of any specific date. Okay, so now after that we will discuss the all mathematical text or character type functions or date functions here. So after that we will discuss the aggregate functions. So aggregate functions, all of you are aware with the aggregate functions, that is also known as the group functions, or the functions that we can apply on the whole column, that is known as the aggregate functions. Okay, so here we can see the example of the aggregate functions. Total 5 aggregate functions are available. Sum, that is used to calculate the total of any specific column. Mean, that is used to calculate the minimum value of that specific column. Max, that is used to calculate the maximum value of that specific column. Count, this function is used to count the number of records in the following table in the following specific column. And AVG, it is used to calculate the average of the specific column. And count star, it is also used to calculate the number of records from any column of table, because each and every column of table contains the same records. Okay, so here students, by using this table we can access, or we can use the aggregate functions on that column. So first of all, select some cell from EMP. From employee table we have to calculate the sum of the salary column. So students, here we can see only 3 salaries are here, 4500, 3500 and 4000. So the total of these 3 salaries of 12,000, that will be the output. Select mean cell from EMP. So minimum salary is 3500, then max salary is 4500. Select count from EMP. So only 3 records contains the salary in the salary table column. So the count will return the 3 as an output. Select AVG from EMP. So if we want to calculate the average, so the average of the ABG function will return the average of that column, and select count star from EMP. So the count and count star both function will return the same output. Okay, so the output will be 3, because if we apply the count function on the salary column, then it will contain the 3 records, and if we will apply the count function on any column, then it will return to us the 3. Okay, have a good day.